I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that
Oh,
song.
she threw a chain. Never mind. I'll catch it on Patreon. Shmuel was killing it. I couldn't leave. You have... wait, Shmuel was killing it where? He went live up against me too? Or you're watching a rerun? You two have the same enemies, just saying. Yeah, I don't think so. Because I think... Anyway, yeah. No, he's friends with all those clowns at Hackamania. Mersh had the tweet of the day, and I said it was the tweet of the day. Or the super chat of the day, where he said the cover-up is worse than the crime. What's your take on Dr. Steve? How dumb is Dr. Steve?
I want to preface this by saying I love Dr. Steve. He's
Yeah, we all do, but
anything but a nice guy to me, and I don't wish it. But this is the stupidest thing he could have possibly done. Forget about whether or not he should have wrote the note, or if he's licensed. Like, people are going, forget all that. Getting involved in this gay internet slap fight on a professional level is the stupid. He just brought the dark cloud of Steel Toe and Melton into his life for no reason. To what? To go to a puppet show in Vegas?
It's insane. The guy's a professional guy, and he's been a professional guy forever, and everybody likes him. Yeah. So I know you don't have this aspect of your personality where you want people to think you're a swell guy, so you'll do stuff, you'll do stupid stuff. Like, I think he did it to try to, because it was Melton's Hackamania event, and obviously, who would think a hunchback would have a problem with his back? But the fact that last minute, he writes a note from Melton, and again, he's got to know on some level it's not a great thing to do because he's not his doctor. He's trying to get involved in a court case, and judges don't like it.
Well, not to mention that Dr. Steve I'm assuming, was because he was part of the talent, right? At Hackamania. So I would assume he was a paid talent at Hackamania. So wouldn't writing that note be a conflict of interest?
Yeah, he's not even there as a doctor or as a fan. He's there as an entertainer.
Performer. Yeah. So to write a doctor's note for the guy who's paying you to come to Vegas.
Right. Oh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. He's actually getting paid by Melton. So the guy who paid you to fly there and put you up in a hotel, because Dr. Steve ain't coming on his own dime, I'm guessing, because he paid for Comey to go out there, allegedly. He paid for like 3 people of Carl's shitty show to go out there, and he put him up. So he's gonna take care of Dr. Steve. But you're right. That's another great point. He paid Dr. Steve to go out there, and then Dr. Steve wrote him a note to get out of a court case for the next day.
Yeah. Yeah. And again, because Ricotta is also melting down, and I know you're not a fan of Nick Ricotta.
Yeah, it's popping up on my phone. Are you fighting with him?
Yeah, and I'm friends with the guy, but he's having an absolute meltdown over this. And everyone on that side of the equation, they're literally like, I hate to say this, but if they keep this up, they're handing Steel Toe a win right now. Not necessarily in court, but just in public. Like, they're both melting down and dragging this poor doctor down with them. And, you gotta stoop pretty low to start making Steel Toe look like he's, getting a dub.
Yeah, and Carl thinks that if you go after Dr. Steve in any way, shape, or form, that there's going to be massive payback, because he's comparing it to Stuttering John when Stuttering John was going to dox him or something, or whatever he was going to do. Again, you can't really just get a guy to lose his license as a doctor because you're Stuttering John and you don't like him. But in this case, Dr. Steve looks stupid. And again, they all look stupid for thinking like they can do whatever they want because they're all together and they're having fun. So because they're having fun, they can kind of, you know what I mean? They can do whatever they want. This is the thinking. And Carl's thinking like, if you don't agree with Dr. Steve, then you're on the wrong side of history. I mean, Carl's a fucking, I mean, I can't even say what I think about Carl because we're on YouTube. On Rumble, I would say something different. But the point is, Carl lives in his fantasy world. Like, if you don't agree with Dr. Steve and Melton, then everyone's going to come after you. And I'm like, let him come after me. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but that's because Carl and Melton and all these guys, it's like in this little Dabbleverse, they're like made men. So like, Yeah, when Stuttering John went after Steve, it backfired because I mean, Stuttering John, everything he does backfires. But like,
Plus, he wasn't legitimate. He was making up some scenario where he had the right to go after Dr. Steve. Nobody agreed with it. I don't even remember exactly what the case was. But also, Stuttering John doxed me, doxed my wife. He's a piece of shit. So again, I'm not going to be on the side with doxing Dr. Steve because Dr. Steve didn't do anything. I remember he didn't do anything. John just didn't like what he did, maybe because he set up the GoFundMe or whatever for the lawsuit thing. But the point is, nobody was on Stuttering John's side at that point. So at this point, nobody's on Melton's side. Melton's a piece of shit. He's a hunchback who has a back problem. Didn't go to. He said on the show, the last show he did, March 31st, he didn't go to a regular doctor. Last minute, he asked somebody he paid to come to Vegas to write him a doctor's note so he wouldn't have to go to court. Again, if the judge is paying attention to any of this, he's probably not. But once he sees the videos, he's going to be like, what the fuck is happening? He might not use that language, but he's going to be like, he's going to feel like he's being clowned by Melton and Nick Ricotta saying, talking about Stilto's dick the whole time when he's on Little Miss Piggy, and then Melton's writing a doctor's note from a guy that he paid to come out to Vegas. I mean, it's laughable.
Well, but the point I was making is that, last time, as I said, Stuttering John went after Steve. It backfired horribly. Carl's talking real tough lately. Like, yeah, he thinks because he beat the Dabbleverse on the internet that he's like untouchable. The problem is you dickheads now dragged Steve into a whole different realm. Kiwi Farms is now obsessed with Dr. Steve. And I don't think Carl's ready for that smoke. So Carl wants to be like, oh, yeah, we saw what happened last time. Yeah, last time Kiwi Farms wasn't involved. And you have Melton and Ricotta to thank for dragging Dr. Steve into that sick, weird world. So good work, boys.
And so Kiwi Farms, they hate Nick Ricotta the most, or they hate everybody?
They hate everyone. We're all EF slurs in their opinion. So we're all beyond redemption, but they hate some people more than others. And Ricotta is like public enemy number one. Like,
so whoever Ricotta kind of hobnobs with, Kiwi Farms kind of pays attention to whoever he's befriended at the moment.
Yeah, and they're no fans of Melton either.
Yeah, but because they hate Nick Ricotta, they figure anybody that's friendly with Nick Ricotta is probably a piece of shit too. And they all get on Kiwi Farms' radar.
No, they hate Melton separate from Ricotta.
All right,
too.
good.
Yeah. It's not. It's what they dragged Steve into a really shitty situation.
But shouldn't he just said, I can't do it?
That's what I would have went, look, man, you're asking too much. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, he's there as a fan, as an entertainer, and now you expect him to write a fucking doctor's note? I mean, it's not what he signed up for.
No.
And again, he wouldn't have asked him Melton wouldn't have asked him if he wasn't there. He could still send a doctor's note from wherever Dr. Steve was, but if Dr. Steve wasn't there, he wouldn't have asked him, hey, Dr. Steve. He wouldn't have texted him, hey, can you write me a doctor's note? Dr. Steve would have been like, yeah, it's not how it works. But since he's there, he can manipulate the situation. Let's Scarlett and Ethan on together. Oh, yeah. So I heard that they were like, they both got sick. They both got violently sick because they were staying in a bad hotel and they had plumbing issues or something.
Yeah, apparently like the toilet was all backing up and it was sewage. And I mean, that's what happens when you stay at the airport Motel 6 in Vegas.
It's not that bad. I've been there.
Yeah, come on.
I mean, I know where it is. I've seen it on the way to the airport. He ran out of money. Okay, now let me ask this diplomatically. So, you're through Icedancer, you're connected to Ethan Ralph. So, what is that? What like?
What do you just say, Kev?
Like long term, what is that? What like how long was she with Ethan Ralph, and how long has she been with you?
They hung out twice.
Where he lives, or just some?
No, he flew up here.
Oh,
and yeah, so
like he's doing with Scarlett.
Yeah, but I mean, the Scarlett thing's been going on now for fucking.
Yeah, well, there's magic in the air with Scarlett, right?
Yeah, but no, it's Icedancer was always like for months in my DMs trying to get me to like go hang out with her and stuff, and I'm very like I don't talk to people on the internet, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a hermit or whatever. And then this thing with Ralph happened, and he started acting Ralph-like right away. And she was fucking terrified. So I basically just tried to help her kind of get away from him. And then, shit happened.
So wait, so wait, she hung out with Ralph a couple times, and then Ralph turned on her?
Well, he started, like as soon as they started hanging out, he was like getting drunk, taking pills, screaming in her apartment, like acting like Ralph right away. So she's like, "Oh, I don't want to hang out with this guy anymore. Like, please." And then when she told him that, he fucking went like full, like scorched earth on her. So,
and then he doxed her and everything.
Yeah, that's when he went like full bore on her, and then that's when I tried to shield her from a bit of that shit. But there was no like, "Oh, I'm gonna fuck her" or anything like that. But then we hung out a few times. Whatever shit happens.
And now you guys are a couple.
Yeah, we're coming on like 6 months.
Oh, I didn't know that. All right, well, congratulations.
Yeah, we're doing all right.
Mazel tov.
Yeah, I listen. A lot of people have opinions about my relationship. I certainly don't hold it up as a fucking blueprint for anyone. Trust me. But I'm doing all right. I'm happy. I don't know why that bugs people, but.
Okay, so when you see Ethan Ralph and Scarlett, it's just doomed, right?
Oh, yeah, and I love it. And I love that I'm the reason for it. You can't tell the story of Ethan Ralph and Scarlett without me. Like there's no way to explain how those two came together except through me.
And then they
You're
came
welcome,
together.
Internet.
And wait, because you put Scarlett on the radar by getting involved with the Matt Mead thing?
They both hooked up to spite me. It's kind of fun. You can hear it in all their babblings. They both got together initially just to spite me, which is hilarious. So
Matt Mead and Ethan Ralph?
No, Scarlett and Ethan Ralph.
All right.
Me and Matt Mead are thick as thieves now. That's
oh,
okay.
Boy.
I love Matt Mead. Shout out to Matt Mead. Matt Mead did nothing wrong.
Nothing. But at the time, you said he was terrible.
You know what? I didn't understand Scarlett at the time. And looking back on it, I think he was, if anything, too patient.
He was easy on her?
Yeah. I think he's a fucking saint. She's lucky to be breathing.
I need to try to get Scarlett on over the weekend. She's always fun, but I think that she gets taken advantage of by people.
She's plenty capable of manipulating people and being shitty to people, so fuck her.
Jersey, you broke my heart. Mainly by including Granny. That's my main issue.
You know what? You weren't. I know that your ass was not going to bring this up.